Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial of locating the centroid of a composite body. So let's start. Here you can see that it is said that locate the centroid of the shaded region for the composite body shown below. So here you can see that there is a composite body here, and there is a reference x and y axis here, and there are also some dimensions mentioned here. And we have to calculate the centroid of this shaded region of this composite body. So first of all, we have to divide the composite body in some portions. You can do it in many ways, but I will divide it like this, that A, B, D, C, this rectangular portion, and it is represented as A1. Then this rectangular portion G, E, F, T, which is represented as A2. Then this triangular portion G, B, E, and represented as A3. And finally, this circular portion, which is 1/4 of a circle and represented as A4. So why I have divided it like this? If you look carefully here it is our overall A1 portion. Then it is our A2 portion. Then this is our A3 portion. So if you add A1 plus A2 plus A3, you will get the overall area of this composite body. And then if you subtract this circular portion A4 from A1 plus A2 plus A3, you will get this shaded region. So we have to calculate the centroid for this shaded region. Now let us calculate the area. Here area A1 will be equal to length into width. So here length is 1 and width is 1 plus 1, which is 2 inch. So 1 into 2 will be equal to 2 inch square. What will be the area A2? Area A2 will be equal to 3 into 1, and it will give a result of 3 inch square. Now what will be the area for this triangular portion? It will be equal to half into base, which is equal to 3 inch, and height, which is equal to 1 inch. So it will give a result of 0.5 into 3 into 1 equal to 1.5 inch square. And finally, what is the area for this circular portion? For circle, we know that the area is equal to pi r square, but as it is a 1/4 of a circle, we have to write pi r square by 4, and here r is equal to 1 inch. So finally, it will give a result of 0.7854 inch square. Now let us calculate the centroidal distance. First of all, I will calculate the centroidal distance x for these 4 portions, and it will basically represent the centroidal distance from y-axis. We will consider this side from the y-axis as positive, and this side from the x-axis, this upward side, as positive. So let us calculate the centroidal distance. So here you can see the length is 1 inch for rectangular area A1. So what will be the centroidal distance? It will be equal to 1 by 2. Because if you consider it as base, so the centroidal distance will be equal to b by 2, and it will give a result of 0.5 inch. Now what is the centroidal distance for A2? As you can see that the area A2 is located at a distance of 1 inch from y-axis. So what will be the overall distance for this centroid? It will be equal to 1 plus b by 2. Here b is equal to 3 inch. So the final result will be equal to 2.5 inch. So if it is our centroid, so 2.5 inch will represent the distance from this y-axis. Now, if we consider this triangular portion, here it is located at a distance of 1 inch. Here you can see that it is located at a distance of 1 inch from the y-axis. So what will be the centroid of this triangular portion? It will be equal to 1 plus 3 by 3. if we consider from this side h equal to 3 inch, so it will be equal to 1 plus h by 3, and it will give a result of 2 inch, which will represent this distance from the y-axis. Now, what will be the centroid for this circular portion? As we already know that if this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis and it is our circular area, so the centroid will be located at a distance of 0.424 r from the y-axis and x-axis. So from the y-axis, it will be located at a distance of 0.424 r from the y-axis, and it will give a result of 0.424 into 1 equal to 0.424 inch. It is basically a formula. So we have calculated the necessary centroidal distance x. Now we will move on to the next slide to calculate the necessary centroidal distance y. So what will be the centroidal distance y1 for this rectangular portion? As you can see that the width of this rectangular portion is equal to 1 plus 1, which is basically 2. So what will be the centroidal distance? It will be located at a distance of 2 by 2 inch from this x-axis, and it will give a result of 1 inch. Here the width was 2 inch, so the formula here is equal to b by 2 from the reference x-axis, and the final result is 1 inch. Now, what will be the centroidal distance for this rectangular portion? It will be equal to b by 2. Here b is 1 inch. Here you can see that it is 1 inch. So from this side, it will be equal to 1 by 2, and it will give a result of 0.5 inch. Now, what is the centroidal distance for this triangular portion? As you can see that this triangle is located at a distance of 1 inch from the x-axis, and if we consider from this side that it is our height, so the final centroidal distance will be equal to 1 plus h by 3, which is basically 1 plus 1 by 3 and equal to 1.33 inch from this x-axis. And what will be the centroidal distance for this circular region? It will be equal to 0.424 r from this x-axis. So suppose this is our centroid, so it will be equal to 0.424 into 1 equal to 0.424 inch. So this is basically a formula, and h by 3 is formula of triangle, and L by 2, B by 2 is the formula for rectangle. So if you know the formula, you will be able to calculate the centroidal distance easily. So now we will move on to the last slide. Here you can see that all the results are included in this table. Here you can see that this is the area, this is x, and this is the multiplication of a into x, this is y, and this is the multiplication of a into y. Now, what will be our final formula for x bar and y bar? So here x bar equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 minus a4 x4. As I mentioned earlier, that if you add a1 x1, if you add a1, then this a2 portion, and a3 portion, and then subtract the a4 portion, it will give the final shaded region. So that's why the formula is a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 minus a4 x4 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3 minus a4. So if you put the values here from the table, you will get a result of 1.9541 inch. And then what will be the formula for y bar? It will be equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 minus a4 y4 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3 minus a4. So if you put the values from table here, you will get a result of y bar equal to 0.904 inch. So here you can see that the both results are positive here. So x bar 1.9541 inch will represent the distance from the y-axis to this side, and 0.904 inch, which is a positive value, will represent the distance from this side, from the x-axis. Because we have considered this side, this overall side as positive, and the results are also positive here. So I hope it is clear for all. Thank you everyone. See you in next tutorial.